Welcome students. Now today in this video we will see a Python program for finding the sum of all the natural numbers stored in the list. Alright. For that I have already installed Python. Let me tell you the version. It's 3.9. So let me open this. So it takes some time. So this is the shell. Now I'm not writing the program in the shell because if you have some error, then again you have to type the whole program again. So let me open up a new file. This. Let me open a new file here, and then I will have this shell untitled. Okay. Now let me write this. Now remember, when you have a hashtag, that stands for a comment. So that it might write the comment. So Python, while compiling, will not read this comment. Okay, this is for our understanding. So let me write Python program to find the sum of all numbers stored in the list. Okay. So first we will create a list, and then we will define our function, and we will use a for loop for this. Okay, I'll show how to do it. So for this, let us take first our list of numbers. So let me write a comment again. This is for the list of our numbers. List of the numbers to be added. Okay, and for that let me define numbers. Let's write numbers. We will play around with this after running the program. So numbers equals to, put this square bracket and put your numbers here. So let me put 1 3 6 5 1 3 again, then 9 8 4 3 4, and complete the bracket. So this is the list with what we have created. And for our function, first let us define where the numbers will be stored. So let us take a variable to store the sum. So let us take, let me write in a comment, variable to store the sum, and let us take that variable to be sum and make it null, that is sum equals to 0. Alright, and then let us define our iteration. We write again in a comment, iterate, iterate over the list, whatever list we have created. We have created a list of numbers, so over this we will iterate now. And for this we will use a for loop, as I said. So for, take a value in the numbers. So for value in numbers, this list, put a dots, define sum, this sum. Okay, sum equals to, so this is sum, which is sum plus this value. Okay, I'll say, I'll tell you how it goes. And then let me write a comment to print the sum. So this code will print the sum, and to print something, the code is, write print in a bracket, open bracket, you put these colons, and whatever you wanted to print, the sum of the numbers, numbers is, so this is the code which we will print. And for this you close the colons, put a comma, and then you put this sum and close the bracket. Okay, so what this code will do is for I value in 1. So first we will take 1 here, right? First we have 0, so next term is 0 plus 1. Again come back here, now answer is 1, so 1 plus next term 3. Again your list is not over, so again come back, then the sum plus the next term. So it will go on looping the list and finally till you reach 4. Once you reach the 4, then this for loop will end, and then you will go you will get the sum, and this is the print what you have. So let us run this program. So for running this program, let me run the module. First we have to show first we have to save this. So let us save this in our documents. Let me put a folder. Let us create a folder naming Python programs for matrix, because we will deal with the matrix, how to add, subtract, multiply, all those matrix operations. We will create programs for that. So let us create this folder and loop. Let us save this as sum of numbers, and this will be saved as Python files. Okay, so let us save this in that folder. Unexpected indent. So we'll see what is the error. Let's run again. Unexpected intended block. Okay, let me put this down. Now we will see. I'm also new to the course. That's done. The sum of the numbers is 40. Okay, so what it has done, the problem was this spacing also has some meaning, right? So be careful with that. So now let me run again. It will take some time, and then based on your processor, and then this will give the sum of the numbers is 40. Okay, let me change the number. Let me take this 4 as 40. Then again let us run. Previously the sum was 40. Now let us see what is the sum. First again you have to save it. Here we go. Last time the sum was 40. Now the sum is 76. Again, if you want, you can add a 0 to it. So even if you add 0 to it, it will not make any difference. So again let us run this. Here we go, again 76. Okay, 0 added. Let us use negative terms. So rather than 40, let us make this as negative 40. Again run it. The shortcut for run is F5. So I will use shortcuts. Take some time, compile, and then here we go. Again the sum is -4. Okay, now let us play around with this. Now remember, here we have written NUMBERS. As it is, the Python don't know what is numbers. Okay, it's taking these alphabets kind of things. So rather than writing numbers here, these numbers here, let me write just number and see what happens. So let us run this. It will show some error. See, press most recent call last. This is for value in number. There is an error here. Name number is not defined. We have not defined the number. Okay, we have defined numbers, but number we have not defined. But if you change these numbers to number, now this list and this number is same. So let us see how it compiles now. It will compile properly. The sum of the numbers is -4. So this list, whatever we have defined, that list only we have to carry forward. Right? Now here also we can take say 1 and see how it takes. The sum was -4. Now we will see what is the sum. Let's see, the sum is -3. So here you are starting your sum from 1. Previously we started our sum from zeros, but obviously if you start your sum from 1, you will not get the exact sum here. So first you define your sum to be 0 and then use your for loop. Okay. Again, if I remove this sum, let's see what it prints. Let's see. And remember always your this has to be in 2 colons. Let me press F5, save. The sum of the number is. So the Python will only print this. We are not told him what else he has to print. So this is printed only, and then again it will print sum, which is this sum, and then now we will compile again. Let's see. Yes, -4. Okay, it's not only sum. We can take this store sum is something else. Let us take this to be simple S. Let us take capital S. Then you define that to be capital S and this to be capital S, because that's how we have defined. And then again let's keep this sum as it is. Let's see how it compiles. I guess, see, built-in function sum, right? We are not defined that thing, but if we change this S to sum to S, now we will see how it goes. And here we go, the sum of the number is -4. Okay, so this is the program to find the sum of the numbers in the list. You can create the list as long as you want, as big as you want. You can put the numbers as large as you want, and you will get the sum of the numbers. Okay, so this is our first program which gives us the sum of the numbers stored in the list. Okay, we will see in the next program in the next video. So see you in the next video.